Breaking right now, the cracks between the palace, the press, and the monarchy are widening. On one side, you have the Daily Mail launching a direct attack on Prince William, telling him he needs to man up because of his so-called obsession with privacy. On the other, you have independent journalists like Tom Sykes exposing how Buckingham Palace is actively deceiving the public about King Charles's health and how the mainstream media has become little more than cheerleaders for the royal machine. How long, guys, have we been saying this? They're sycophantic, they're cheerleaders, they're acting as if the money that is used to secure and maintain the royals are not coming from the public purse. And they're acting as if they must see no evil, hear no evil. They don't want to tell you what is going on behind palace walls because guess what? They want maybe a Christmas card and invite to a Buckingham Palace event or Kensington event. But now the cracks are opening up and people are beginning to talk. People are beginning to become frustrated because William is acting as if he's above the law. There's a thing with Tessa Dunlop saying the media have created a monster. They have made William feel as if he's untouchable, that anything he does, he can get away with it. He can do what he likes. That's what she says.
If you pull the lens back a bit, you'll remember those years of Workshire Will, etc. We got through them. They're an incredibly impressive couple, greater than the sum of their parts, particularly when it comes to William. But one of the key problems is with the departure of the Sussexes, and I think as humans we all need this, we all need someone to push off, to compete with in a healthy way. You remove any kind of competition. And at the same time, the predominantly right-wing press have pushed William and Kate up on this incredible, untouchable pedestal. So really, I think, to an extent, understandably, he pretty much feels he can do what he like. We've made him untouchable in some respect.
And now with this cancer thing for Charles is looking very old, very frail, red bloodshot eyes. Sykes is saying, this is unacceptable. They need to start being more open with the public. They need to tell the public what is happening because this is a monarchy. This is a hierarchy that has to be passed down. So at every time he's saying we need to know what is going on, and they're getting frustrated because Buckingham Palace are saying, we're doing this our way and we're not going to let you guys dictate to us how to operate. So let's break this down a little further because what we're seeing is a turning point. Their scapegoat has left, and I tell you, from Meghan open up her Instagram page, they have been left reeling, they have been left wanting because no longer can they spread false information. They can try, but Meghan is always going to counter that, and that is it. The power that she held with opening up her Instagram page has caused the nonsense, the BS from the royalists to stop. So now guess what? They have to turn inwards. They have to now talk about their very own that is getting away. We heard that Andrew is a bully and how Andrew treats his staff, but yet still they spent years talking about Meghan bullying because Meghan sent 5 a.m. email. These people are ridiculous. They cover for the royals all the time, and now it's hitting them in the you-know-what. So now they're getting frustrated. They're coming out and they're talking. The Mail's piece, written by Amanda Patel, openly ridiculed William for retreating to his forever home, a private lodge in Windsor Great Park. She paints it as a red flag for the monarchy's survival, arguing that William's desire to protect his family betrays everything his grandmother, Queen Elizabeth, stood for. Platter reminds readers that the late Queen carried out more than 21,000 engagements, even into her 90s, while insisting William has a duty to be seen to be believed. Remember, that's what the Queen said. For the royalty or the monarchy to continue, you have to be seen to be believed. Now, William is hiding away. He doesn't do any work anymore. Kate is not working. They use this cancer as a facade all the time. It's like a wedge. Everything is cancer, cancer, cancer. But when it's Wimbledon, when it's sports related, they are out enjoying themselves. They're out in the hot sun. Everything is out there. But when it's work time, oh no, we can't work because we are sick, and William has to be pretending to taking care of Kate and all of this rubbish, as if they think people are stupid, right? So she spoke about what is going on with William, right? And she's right. So we need to talk about it. Prince William, in my opinion, actually deserve every criticism, every ounce of critique directed his way. He is not a bystander, but one of the chief instigators in the relentless smear campaign against Harry and Meghan. For years, he has fueled the hostility rather than de-escalating it, and the press has been complicit by giving him cover instead of accountability. He does not deserve anybody's sympathy. He does not. He deserves scrutiny. It's time the media calls him out directly, because his role in perpetuating this toxic cycle cannot be ignored any longer. So that is what we are saying about William, right? So no, he will not get any sympathy from anybody. Right? So when Amanda is now getting frustrated at William, saying that, oh, William is looking privacy, the same press use that very conversation or argument to destroy or try to destroy Harry and Meghan. When Harry wanted to shield his wife and children, he was called weak. When Meghan asked for privacy, she was branded a diva. Now William dares to prioritize his own family's safety, and suddenly, because they're getting frustrated, they're saying that he's obsessed, controlling, even dangerous for the future of the monarchy. Guys, whatever you do, it comes right back to haunt you. William is getting a taste of his own medicine. He is getting a taste of what he dished out to Harry and Meghan, right? But while the Mail was busy whipping William into shape, another story was brewing, one the palace desperately wants to hide: King Charles's health. Per Tom Sykes, writing on his royalist Substack, revealed that the palace has been actively pressuring and even punishing journalists who report honestly about the king's incurable cancer. According to Sykes, he was expelled from a palace-run WhatsApp group for using the word incurable to describe Charles's condition. Let that sink in for a moment. Instead of addressing the reality, palace aides are more worried about controlling the language. This isn't about privacy. This is about censorship. We know that. What did Harry and Meghan say? They would lie to protect others instead of telling the truth to clarify our position. Charles's condition, as Sykes notes, has constitutional implications. He is the head of state. His health is a matter of national interest because it determines when or if William becomes king. And yet, the press, the very institutions that are supposed to interrogate power, are running cover for the palace. They are parroting talking points instead of asking questions. Why? Because they are afraid of losing access, afraid of being frozen out, afraid of missing out on the next exclusive photo or carefully managed briefing. This is what sycophancy looks like. Instead of doing their job, the royal rota, the so-called reporters embedded with the monarchy, are behaving like PR agents. And this isn't speculation. We have seen the evidence. Camilla herself was caught in tears after a veteran mentioned Charles's illness. We have seen the king's bloodshot eyes, his weight loss, his reduced workload. Harry, his own son, has publicly said he doesn't know how much longer his father has left. These aren't whispers, they are clear signals. But the press, rather than publish puff pieces about how Charles is resilient and bouncing back, they'd rather attack Harry for being too private than to tell the truth why he's stepping down, why he stepped down. They'd rather talk about William, even though William deserved it, right? They'd rather recycle old Queen Elizabeth quotes that admit the monarchy is staring down a succession crisis. Yes, because the truth is messy. The truth forces hard questions, and the hard questions threaten the cozy arrangement between the palace and the press. Think about it. Harry is being told by the Daily Mail to sacrifice his privacy, William as well, for the good of the monarchy. At the same time, journalists like Sykes are being punished for telling the truth about Charles's health. And they have not told us the truth about Kate's health either. We know they are lying to us, they're lying in our face, taking us for idiots. These two stories connect. They reveal how the monarchy survives, not through strength, not through transparency, but through manipulation. The palace pulls the strings and the media dances along. But the public isn't stupid. They see Camilla's strain. They see Harry's urgent attempt to reconcile with his father because Harry doesn't know how long his father has, right? They sense what's coming, even if the press won't say it out loud. The question is no longer whether the monarchy can survive without truth. It's whether the press has any credibility left if it keeps playing this game. Because here's the bottom line. The monarchy is not just a family, it's a branch of government. The king is head of state. His health, his succession, and the behavior of the heir are not private matters. They are public business. Yet, instead of serving the public, the press is serving the palace. The Mail attacking Harry, attacking Meghan, talking about William now because they are feeling frustrated about him. The palace silencing reporters, the Rota spinning fairy tales while the truth leaks through independent voices. This is why the British media is losing trust. This is why more and more people are turning to alternative sources for the truth. And this is why, whether it's about Harry, William, Meghan, Charles, or the future of the crown, the real story is never the one the tabloids want you to believe. This is it. This is it, guys. They need to stop the foolishness. William is about to walk into the same trap he used to destroy Harry and Meghan, right? Making it more of a warning story, or keep it centered on the press being sycophantic and the censorship of the royal family around Charles's health. This is what we need to be talking about. We need to have a serious conversation about what is going on and why the press is so sycophantic about the royalists, Buckingham Palace, Kensington Palace, lying to them every single day or shielding for them, being their PR arm, a member of their PR arm, because what the press is doing, the Rota rats as we call them, are doing is not in the best interest of the country. They think right now it's feeding them and it's serving their purpose by vilifying Harry and Meghan. But in the end, it's going to be bad for the monarchy because the monarchy is going to be like those distant royal families that nobody talks about, nobody cares about. And you can see it. You can see that people are losing interest in them, right? Right now, the most interested royals are Harry and Meghan. We can see it. When a story is out on William, they get zero engagement. There's no one interested in them. People are just so, what you call it now, like whatever, move on to the next topic. Nobody cares. So that's what I wanted to bring you guys. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you never miss a beat. Bye.